Are you bored? Then how about you have some fun in SkinClub battles? Compete with other players in epic battles. It's all or nothing. Also, since SkinClub is provably fair, you can always check every single battle you play to make sure that you were not cheated. But if it gets too much time for other people to join, then you can always play against bots. They're always here for you. So have fun, compete with others, and get your jackpot on SkinClub.
They're going to get a bit aggro and look for info. They could get a free backstab onto Synopsy and completely cut their way through this A push before it even starts. Patty waits for the push in. They take a bit of control off him. rigoN good for one on the defense, but it falls into a 3 versus 4.
Oh, so scrappy, and it's going to go the way of Ecstatic, though, in this confrontation. It looked like it would be an even trade. That puts Seneri with his back to the wall. Post plant in, full defuse coming through with 10 seconds. Seneri's just going to get forced out, bullied out of this round, it seems. The full defuse will come in, and Seneri falls by the wayside. Important. What we did see yesterday from Ecstatic is these guys, mechanically, in terms of their aim, are on point. Salazar was having some crazy rounds with the AWP, but in the meantime, Patty, an even trade back and forth. As the T's spill out onto the side, tons of carnage and casualties. See it in a 2-on-2. But with 2 rifles picked up, Seneri taking chunks of damage down to 6. And they line up for a Synopsy spray. 29 HP plays 76. And the wide swing from Synopsy as Salazar ran out of ammunition. Guild Eagles bounce straight back.
Oh, mate. It's one of those with this team. So throughout the course of this opening half, this is where you're expecting Guild to build themselves a big buffer starting off on Ancient. 2 players on either side towards the cave entrance, though. Those 5-7s could start singing, but only 1 tag. It doesn't matter, though, as that tag quickly turns into a double up for Patty. Caught with his pants around his ankles on a reface, and he goes down.
Labeled spray, but GX gets it done. 5-7, shutting down Synopsy. A 2-on-1. Again, stacked against the Danes. Him going for a re-rotation up on ramp. They may assume it's cave, and he may get the drop on one of these players now. rigoN is watching it. Turns his attention just as queenix goes for the swing, but is able to make amends. And Guild Eagles, after losing the pistol, straight in with 2. Another player.
You can see the whole team being quite vocal as well. rigoN there communicating at the bottom of the ramp. Meanwhile, Synopsy swings out through A main and beheads queenix, giving them even more to work with. rigoN, he was a big force for this Ecstatic roster in the past. Can he live up to it now? Peeks out towards the lane, instantly battered. And if they had any sort of edge of finding a way back into the round, well, that's quickly gone down the pan.
And this off the back of 2 rounds of saving and playing cautiously and conservatively with your money. You finally get a buy-in, instantly smacked back down to reality and back down to earth with a recession around the corner. The Danes can maybe get 1. They can't even get that one. flatroo instantly with the headshot. And what you're seeing already for Guild Eagles, man, is like these guys, they're warmed up. They're ready to go. So many insta-headshots, these duels all going in their favor. You've got to snatch your opportunity right here, right now. Don't leave anything on the server. In the meanwhile, Salazar finally gets an AWP, just instantly entried. Gone.
Yeah, that's your big boon. That's your opportunity to create space into the rounds. But where Salazar is slain, his team will step up to the plate and deliver with 2 frags. So finally, an advantage in terms of the battle of attrition. Guild down to 3 players. 1 flatroo, though. Oh, he can be a real pain in the backside. He's going to try and flank his way up towards Red Room. Finds the hit onto rigoN, peeks back round towards Donut, but again, it flip-flops. queenix hits the head, and the last duo for Guild make their move towards B.
GX alongside Seneri, who's had a really good start to this game. GX just slightly awry on that shot. Will land on the second time, and Seneri got 1 beforehand. A 2-on-3 turns into a 1-on-1, and there will be enough time for the plant and a post-plant position. queenix with the AWP. But he's walking in with the USP, and GX is on full HP right now. Looking for that window of opportunity, for the timing to work out in his favor, but it's going to be GX that finds him and frags him. A 3-on-2 slips through the fingers of the Danes.
Position where it goes down to a 1v1, and GX with the better positioning gets it over the finish line. And And this is their T-side half on Ancient, where they are just running through the game, building themselves so many rounds to play with. And he's sole defender towards the A site. You've got a deep push down towards middle as well. Nade timing goes around the corner. rigoN, it eats the HG, but still peeks in. Good for a 1-for-1 trade. Salazar's being tested blind, but snipes onto the first. A near miss on the follow-up. The utility makes it uncomfortable, and he's beheaded.
kragen stands his ground, and now Synopsy going to go in for that spray, but kragen gets a second. GX with a chance. But there was 3 players, and that chance was brief and was cut short. Second round on the side of Ecstatic. The CT side is one that can get a little bit shaky for Guild Eagles. There's still a chance here, but Paddy takes a grenade straight to the head.
Oh, Shadow's giving the game away as well as the flank comes up through Cave. Every time there's an opening pick for Guild, 2 more are found in quick succession, and again, they're blowing Ecstatic away. Worst case scenario as well, you finally get around thinking you can flex your muscles a little bit, and then your arms just get broken off by the Eagles. They're talons, Vince. Massive talons, like 600 PSI on those bad boys. They're crushing them. I mean, at least in the half overall, if you can get a 4th round out of it, maybe they can step up the plate, come back into the game, see if they can keep it going for the Danish side. On the T side, one flatroo, though, walks around the back of the smoke towards middle, shuts down queenix. His royal reign is over, and kragen might also go the same way. The P250 doesn't deliver, and it's already another 3 picks for Guild.
1 step forward, multiple steps backwards for the Danes. That's been a consistent theme throughout this half. And that's not good enough on the CT side. This is the half you've got to get consistency. You've got to establish economy. You cannot afford to be winning and losing and trading out. 9-3 is looking like the score. Nodios has been pivoted back into position. Solid second frag, but there's 3 more players to deal with. And if that wasn't difficult enough already, a post plant in, and there is GX on the cross. 12 kills for him, 9 rounds for the Eagles. And of course, it's not going to be a huge surprise to find out, Jackie, that in that half, only 3 opening kills went the way of Ecstatic.
For Ecstatic, they're not worried about where the lamb source is. They're worried about where the rounds are. Coming into the second half pistol, though, can they respond? Not looking good on the battle towards B initially, but Nodios tries to take it in the right direction. GX, this man does not need an AWP, Vince. He's got a very powerful pistol.
There's a way forward, though, for Ecstatic. They have a post plant. Those smokes are still in position, so they can fall back into... The downside is they are 1 by 1. So they need to trade at least 1 frag apiece. Full defuse coming out. They've lost their first component. Needs to be Patty, but he gets wide swung. GX with 3 kills. Securing a 15th. And the other terrifying thing here, Jackie, is everybody on Guild Eagles is 10 or more kills.
Oh, man. Full reclined as well. Doesn't give a damn. Taking the timeout on the chin. Devil Walk trying to keep the roster.
Because this looks like a far cry from the Ecstatic that we saw yesterday. Yes, Guild Eagles are a different beast, they're a different unit, they play a different brand of Counter-Strike. But we've not seen any of those components really connect. They're not winning any duels. It's just too easy for Guild Eagles. Yes, that was against pistols, but I'm talking even the rifle rounds.
That's the noise of an eagle, Vince. That's what an eagle sounds like. We've got 5 of them.
As if the talons weren't terrifying enough.
It's the screech before they grab you.
Yeah. Just hear that in the distance, it's like, oh God, it's over.
You're looking up in the sky. Is that a bird? Is that a plane? It's a rigoN! He's so animated, man. He is such a character. The guy's an absolute G, honestly.
Well, can they put this to rest? Well, it's looking like it, isn't it? GX, 18 kills, 4 deaths. A ton of damage through the smoke onto Nodios as well. Caught in 2 mines, and Synopsy is cleaning up the extremities of the map through middle. Just kill for kill, blow for blow, and it's too easy for Guild Eagles. One of the fastest maps of CS we've seen at the RMR. They're 1-0 up already.
1-0 up, looking damn good in a qualification best of 3. Can they have their 4th major under the belt? If they can do it in the space of 2 more maps, then Guild Eagles will be going to Copenhagen. Those large talons picking up sheep. flying away with them. That's what they're known for in a Wild, but on Inferno, what are they known for? Opening with an initial frag. The opening pistol kill is theirs, but there's a battle back. You might have an Eagle, but we've got a Kraken.
Oh, that flash went the wrong side of Apps. Actually blinded some of the CTs, but it doesn't matter because Synopsy is not missing a shot, not missing a beat. And this was a reoccurring theme on Ancient. All the duels went the way of Guild Eagles. Their aim was on point. And it's a full house of kills with Synopsy bagging 3. But they're still aggressive down here, taking the fight to Ecstatic, who have a good read of the situation. They're only now just starting to make a move up second mid.
Oh, the T side basically playing an anti-eco default on their T half, waiting for the pushes to come in. And that's exactly what happens. Guild, on every fight, they're getting picked off. One by one, they whittle down the numbers.
Side to just hold off, hold fire. In fact, it wasn't even a post plan. They just went straight in for the Galils. They've picked up a bunch of SMGs as well from Salazar's perspective. And
Salazar was pre-scoped from the bottom of Banana. So he walks the whole way up. Going dry, going contact, no audio cue, no free information for Guild, but perfect time smoke and removes that element and slows them down even more. They want to boost him up. Okay, put him on the totem pole, clearing towards the back of the site, glances over by the coffins as well. Look at the response, the reactive play. 2 players pushing down middle. They're going to have a fast flank at the back of Banana, and they've not pressed the go button yet. They've not run in towards the siphons. This could get quite chaotic very quickly. Finds one, GX with a backstab.
Salazar, though, gets one. That may be good enough for his teammates. And Kraken again. He may have been just padding those stats in the eco, but he's doing it against the full rifles. He's going to fall prey to one flatroo, but he was already low. He's gifted himself across the Queen. He's going to try and clutch this one, who goes for the wide swing and will oblige. The A1S prevailing over the A4, and Ecstatic off to a 4-1 lead on their T-half. Where things are getting a little bit out of control already, and we're so early on in this map.
Yeah, a little bit scary. Okay, Guild dropping the utility towards spawn side. So if you need to back off, there's a lot of HEs you can use to blow away the oncoming attack from the T side. Ooh, trapped in the cubby, but still shooting off heavy hitters. Holds back Patty. And they've got those nades. They can double up for them. Ooh, close on the smoke as well. rigoN goes in, and he's causing issues. Rambunctious plays from the man.
Much better as well for Guild Eagles, but I think Patty is going to be sat there face-palming because he had every chance to kill Senary behind the sandbags, and that could have changed the entire dynamic of this round. They could have took early Banana top control.
Be down to just one player, but that's not the timeline we're living in. Talking of time, though, only 33 seconds left on the clock. Oh, the missed shot opens himself up. Salazar will puncture. They look for the fight towards the bomb site, but one flatroo up on top flattens both and guarantees the round for Guild.
rigoN and GX are playing together, additionally not in Apps. So now they're worried about arches, they're worried about Apps simultaneously. There's 30 seconds left, smoke down, and Synopsy thinking of going aggressive, finds the timing, but Patty punishes him.
That's massive. If he found those frags there, the echoes would have been felt throughout the round, but rigoN putting the foot down on the CT side. Holds back the A play, they double up, group up, knowing there's a weakened B site ahead of them and they want to fight for control of it. flatroo up on top this time. It's not the balcony, it's another high angle that he does damage from and buys enough time. Cuts his way through all of them and the round is gone with it.
Oh, I thought rigoN was going to have Nodios. Did he have a nade or a knife out? What even happened there? It doesn't really matter overall, those one flatroo.
And those sprays. Meaty damage done with the M4. They scrap at Banana. And there's another opportunity for a double for Guild. Unanswered by the T side. The nade goes high over the top. Another trade is found. Patty only able to get one on the board. But it's basic maths, Vince. You look at it, Ecstatic at this point, massively down. Outnumbered 2-1.
Now GX can hold position, hold angle, hold fire, nails it. First shot in, shoulder peaks, knows that Nodios is also here and wants to go back in for seconds and nails center mass, the follow-up shot. The Guild Eagles managed to sneak a by out of nothing. But Nodios, what an entry that is. rigoN is here though, they have a player up on the porch. Spray is good from one flatroo, the trade is on point as well. 3v2, and it could be another case of hitting the B side, but GX is here with the AWP.
GX Can he stand and deliver again? Already scoped in. They jiggle to bait him out. The first warning shot fires off. Salazar takes some damage, but he's still alive. Smoke towards CT. Rotation for Guild coming in. The back of Banana will be their territory, but on the front of the site, it's still all about GX.
We've been here before though, Jackie. They were not able to capitalize in a similar position last time. However, the last two CTs were coming through on the spawn side. This time it's Banana. They line up and kraken going to go for the spray and connects. They know that GX was last spotted around the church. He pushes through the Molotov, connects the first shot, but still needs to deal with kraken, who peeks up. Perfect timing, perfect aim, and Ecstatic 7-4.
You got the two-man setup on B again. He's got a Max 7. Oh, Synopsy. Wielding the shotgun. He could blow them away with one tap straight to the head. Shuts down the kraken, harpoons him out of the round. Salazar replies on the AWP, but the MP9 is still here. A labored spray, resulting in only the one kill. Couldn't deny the push-up from the T side. Puts pressure on middle, and Queenix baited round the corner.
You just know Queenix is mega tilt. He's like, stop peeking me! Stop it! He did get one, though, beforehand, which has given his team the opportune moment now to strike in with Salazar and the 8-4 score. Comes straight through. You're still hearing the battle cries, the shouts. However,
knowing they've bypassed him, knowing they've wrapped round through Archside, you call for the rotation. Nodios is already on the move. Salazar, he's still inside of the boiler. Synopsy looking for the trade. The Glock firing off warning shots, and finally a connection to the head. Oh no, we're down to a 4v4 with site control falling in the hands of Guild Eagles. Queenix, he's been biding his time up inside the apartments, wanted to rain down hellfire with the dualies, but can't deliver.
They know where both of these CTs are as well, up on the short side. Flashbang up and over from Seneri. kraken, though, can just turn his back, play the anti-flash position. Now runs in, runs and guns, but there's 3 players there, and they have just swept aside the CTs with ease in the end. Paddy may have just found the timing here, though, through on Speedway, but he decides against it. Now they're going to pick up the pace, and kraken caught with a nade out, but Paddy's able to thread the smoke for one. He's thinned the herd a little bit. rigoN's going to be able to get that bomb planted unless Paddy can find it through the smoke. He nearly did. He actually tagged him, but not the outright frag. 3-on-3. Plant goes back in, this time behind Fountain, gives them a little bit of a buffer, a barricade, a shield to plant off. Both teams are struggling, though, in terms of their HP, and both teams have a bit of utility to play off, but the double stack, the boost, is going to force away the CTs they've given this round up.
Can't run the risk of going for it. He's lurking inside the library, waiting to swing around the corner. Spill some of the sanguine on the floor.
So it's putting their money into a bit of an odd position should they lose this round. There's a lot of chips being put on the table right now. It's not quite an all-in, but it feels like it's going to set the tees up so well if they can get more success here. But Nodios lines up 4 of them and just holds down left click, puts them into their grave, showing that this full-on investment may be worth it after all.
AK in his hands, walking out a balcony, bullet to the brain, full ace confirmed. Nodios going to be happy with that one. And like you say, that's massive, man. You invested so much into it, you needed it to pay off. The loan sharks would have been after you, but not now.
And it looks so good. Seneri got 2. And then they all just ran around lining up for one another, but Nodios laid down the hammer and the law. A bonus round, Jackie, as you mentioned before.
Yeah.
Now Guild Eagles come back in. They're like, okay, you won that round. We got an open play in 4 AKs. But GX is having another rough start, 4-10.
Hang on a minute, though. rigoN's position might be the difference. He's just got them pushing him one by one, barreling down towards the bottom of Banana, but being shot at like fish in a barrel. 3 versus 4. CTs already knocked onto the back foot. Guild. Oh, they wanted to just keep pushing with this, but the bullet spam, lighting up his teammate there, dealing a bit of chip damage, friendly fire.
I'm not even sure what Synopsy was looking for there. Was he trying to trade up a weapon, perhaps, or find some nades? Like, bro, your teammate's spamming the smoke. Why are you running in front of the oncoming fire? I can't even blame Seneri for that one, honestly.
There is at least a rotate. Salazar's coming back round towards CT side. Patty waits with the pin pulled on the flash.
Flash up and over, and Paddy's going to get aggressive behind that. You know he wants to get in the face of the tees, but he's missed his chance, missed his opportunity, perhaps. He stays in position, though. They can hear the bomb being planted, can't deny it, doesn't want to overextend on this one, and finally gets his reward. It's a cost to his HP. He's going to have to funnel away on the 3-on-3. They're trying to get denied any opportunity for a save, but that actually may work against Guild Eagles because now the advantage falls upon the CTs. Not for much longer though, as GX with the AK is going to keep them at bay.
Dropping the style as well.
They used all of it so early into this round. There's still 50 seconds left. Once those smokes fade, there's going to be a good 40, 45 seconds, and the Guild Eagles are making moves up on Archers instead.
Flash over the top. Nodios playing on the off angle towards Mini Pit. Peeks in for one, good for a second as well. And buys time for the reload. Only 3 of the Eagles remaining alive. Friendly fire again, but it still results in a further frag as Patty puts bullet to brain. And rigoN is slain. GX looking for a pick back at Banana. With time ticking away, if he doesn't find anything, you've got to give up the round. And the 10th, well, that's one for the Danes.
Left. The Guild Eagles brought back to reality. I said they need a hero. They need someone to stand, deliver.
For a quick trade, then you open up map control, but he's got some backup. Patty's coming in.
Had the right idea, just narrowly off on the timing. Throwed in a grenade. Bounced off the wall. Did nothing. Then he comes back in for more, but he's out in the open. And there's tons of Tech9s just eyeing him down, but queenix is going to hold the line. In for more as well, as the rotation through Synopsy is good for the one. This Deagle's going to finish off with a couple, and rigoN, out of nowhere, pulls a double out of his pocket and now has a chance at a clutch and potentially the match-winning moment. He's seen kragen. He has the AWP additionally, but kragen just spams through the barrels. And you can see the anguish, you can hear the anguish in rigoN's perspective. He knows he was so close to greatness.
Oh man, rigoN. It feels like he was born with a golden deagle. This man is just absolutely incredible with a hand cannon. Always bringing his team back in rounds where it looks like they should be out of it. This follow-up shot. Slaying Patty, throwing him into a 1v1. You get top Banana, set yourself up with the sight take, throw the nades over the top, and hope that you hit the mark with the weapons. Rotation called for. Salazar, he's making his move over. Another smoke comes in as well. Patty looks to play directly behind it, waiting with that MP9. kragen supporting on the anti-flash angle up top as well. All the moving pieces looking good to deflect this oncoming attack, but flatroo spams his way in with one on the MAC-10, opens it up. kragen smashing down the tentacles as this is cruel on defense. Oh, hang on a minute. It could still change hands. It's in the hands of GX now to change fate in a 1v2.
He's giving his position away, and he's going to get backstabbed by queenix. We go the distance to overpass as Ecstatic weather the early storm and bounce back with a vengeance.
A bumpy road, a series filled with twists and turns, but it will be decided on the 3rd and final map. Meaning the Guild will be a tease for this one, and on Overpass they can be a beast to be reckoned with on those T-side rounds. Pulling out the Glocks into the pistol though, and the Doolies are battling back, denying their entry towards the B site. And this is the cleanest pistol we've seen from Ecstatic.
It certainly is. It's the one pistol they've picked up in this best of 3. They had a rough one yesterday. And this is wasting valuable time for the Eagles. As long as kragen survives, he is eating time off the clock.
That's basically another man on the server for the CTs, as he's got the bomb. He's got all the time in the world to play with. Extra edge. We spoke about rigoN's position towards the start of the round, but the longer it's gone on, the less it's had to pay off, especially as he takes a dink on contact. They can recover the bomb, sure, but with rigoN falling, the round itself, well, that goes down.
Yeah, that'll be really frustrating for rigoN, man, because like he was patiently waiting and take some pressure off connector to allow the Eagles to pick that bomb up, but so much time was wasted. I mean, it was like 50 seconds on the clock when Synopsy got fragged by kragen.
Off the back of the HE that landed, either that or it's stuck underneath the water and cannot be spotted by flatroo. So it is only one rifle still. That's all you've got to build your way back into this round. Synopsy testing out by Monster. Delayed on a push, really rough spray though, and they don't clean up. Okay, now it's a 2v2, time's tight, and you've got a flank for the CT side coming down through connector. They can still pick the bomb back up, baits out the shot from Salazar as well.
That's a spray queenix wants to forget as fast as possible, but maybe allowed that amnesia should his teammates be successful. This 2-1-2 with 18 seconds, good flick from Salazar. Instantly rips off the head. But Synopsy is still in the fight, 73 HP to his name, 8 bullets in the magazine, but he does connect onto kragen. Oh, the turnaround from Guild Eagles, and that's where queenix is head in hands.
We've got the crossfire set up, tucked in behind both of the angles. Rock control in their hands. rigoN. He's been pretty confident about these opening fights towards short. And with the boost not working out, you have to switch up the play a little bit. Nodios instead looks to get aggressive. MP9 delivers on one. Oh, that SMG packs a punch.
GX just gifted that opportunity onto rigoN. Wanted to try and find some information, maybe try and wrap around the back of the tees. And the flashbang alongside it, and here we go. And the 5-7, make amends. queenix not able to do anything on that one, and Patty forced back into a save.
And this is Patty, over the course of the early rounds, he's already showing what he's made of. 6 frags to his name. Want to overstep the boundary. He's suspicious that they're saving around the back of the boxes by Club Bunny.
Could see that Patty was hoping to get away with that one. Obviously, the second he opens up his magazine, he's going to give his position away, and he's a dead man, so...
Potentially give them a pick to double back into. Bombs left back towards spawn side, so you take map control on the default, see if you can get a pick to build off.
Oh, that is such a crisp entry. He will be traded back, though, had no supporting cast members. The bomb still dropped back on the T-side of connector. So we're going to have to go back for that one, and a shot missing by rigoN nearly took that to the hand. So it's a really nice entry, but it almost feels like it's not for that much in return, Jackie. It's an even trade back. They can't capitalize off it. And Salazar with the easiest of picks, but he's lost his compadre of rigoN. That's going to put a lot more pressure on Salazar. And with a smoke and Molotov, he's going to have to hold in position. This will feel very uncomfortable for him, but he's gifted another kill when flatroo gives up his back.
Walks through the smoke, hoping that maybe he'd catch him on the timing, but Salazar, prime time position, delivers. And with how little time they've got left on the clock, and queenix is positioned, the round, well, that's going to be going down once again. They've cut it off perfectly. Bomb goes flying miles away. GX in panic position, turns the corner, but the martyrdom of queenix denies it.
4-3, the score neck and neck. Economically speaking, it's super close. The ebb and flow of these rounds is super close.
Are they going to funnel themselves back into Salazar's lair, though? He's taking a pixel peek and finds the head. Delivers that one straight to the face of GX, takes out the AWPer for Eagle's side. And again, gives them an advantage to work with in terms of the numbers. Synopsy this time has backup in the form of rigoN towards short, and they get the pick on B. This causes some issues of Ecstatic setup. They're suddenly thinking about 2 bomb sites rather than prioritizing just one. Baited into the crosshair of flatroo and a rotate back. He's got a smoke, but needs his teammate. rigoN's got to grab the bomb and arrive at the scene of the crime.
Man, Ecstatic must have rotated so many times, the two of them are dizzy. Back and forth through Heaven and Dumpster respectively. And they're not even sure that this is guaranteed an A-side play. It could go back through Con onto the B side. And that seems to be what Patty is assuming right now as he comes off the boost. At the worst possible moment, they want to go back in for it again. But it's been in the post plant, and it's allowed them to get into position to deal with this. Patty's low, but they still stand their ground and deliver a frag onto rigoN. And now one flatroo and a 1-on-2. With a bomb planted for his position, could try and thread this double spray and gets it done. Guild Eagles with a 4-4 as when flatroo steps up, accepts the adulation of his teammates, knowing he's just broken the CTs.
Steps up in the server and steps up in real life as well. A celebration off the back of the 1 versus 2 clutch. A round that felt like it had got away from them. See the raw emotion and the relief all bundled into one.
Yeah, the raw emotion from flatroo, and Devilwalk sat back in his chair, huge size. He's like, God, you guys are going to give me a heart attack.
I know.
Primarily over on the A side of the map, though, in bathrooms, and at the moment he's playing on long by himself, and it doesn't look like he's going to see any action. It's a B-sided stack they've spotted, but queenix has snatched in for one, centering around the corner, instantly gets pushed back by Nodios. It's a massacre. It's a disaster. Guild Eagles are getting destroyed. Not a single kill against a force-buying MP9-yielding team.
It's been a tight T-side. A lot of close rounds. You want to finish it with as large an advantage as possible. Heads up maneuver down in connector. They flash themselves in. Perfect placement of the nade as well. And again, he's blown out of the round.
Caught that nade on the head. It's a far cry from the exquisite performances from Salazar, kragoN, and Nodios. Paddy may have started strong, but he's not really been needed. In this round, he's perched up with 2, and flatroo, 1 on 5, has been in so many clutch situations, but this should be a bridge too far. Doesn't have control over the bomb. He's been spotted, and he's living on borrowed time. Ecstatic, mere moments away from securing an 8-4 half. And although flatroo heroically is trying to fight against the inevitable, Ecstatic get the job done and have put themselves into a very strong position. It's mainly a short-sided push, though, with Seneri watching. The HE tossed in. This could do a lot of damage. Not really. Just tickling the oncoming T's, and kragoN, he locks it down with 2. Nodios obliges with 1 of his own. And Ecstatic in a 5-on-2 in the heartbeat. Looking to shut this one down as fast as possible. From a 13-3, dispatching in the first map, they are now in prime position to secure their spot at the Major. And GX is the only man standing, the only man left alive in this one. Similar to flatroo in the dying embers of the first half, he is trying his damnedest to hold off the wave of T's coming at him. 9-4 gonna be the score, Jackie. Ecstatic have secured both pistol rounds.
To sink the knife in the late round, and that's where we're at right here, right now. 30 seconds on the clock. The rest of the utility has to be used, and they've got to commit to the B play. flatroo, he was damaged from the initial nade, softened him up, and he falls. rigoN delivers with 1, trying to reposition to support Seneri. Equal trades are found. 3 versus 3. 18 seconds on the timer. rigoN, he finds the flick, but it's just a mere tag. Backs up Synopsy to at least equalize that one. 10 seconds, Salazar has to plant, and Synopsy smokes him.
Yeah, they were hoping for the plant because kragoN was playing up in heaven. If he could have planted that out in the open, then kragoN was in the perfect position to pincer in and pierce the CTs. It won't be happening.
Oh, they're even going to break the smoke and look to see if they can deal damage. There's a timeline here where you're jiggle peeking on the face towards Monster and could get absolutely annihilated. The timing on it, Vince, he gets the Molotov off at least. He can still buy a bit of time, and the free info. Responds by closely going up on short, but Queenix with the Galil gets the opener.
Oh, Paddy is just going to run and gun this one down, may get traded out, but the damage should have been done. rigoN, try as he may, there's too many T's for him to deal with. And GX is already tapped out. He's already looking to save the AWP, was never a part of that round.
Guild Eagles tested on that one, unable to answer. Broken economy as well. GX, he's got to be the backbone of the team in a round like this. You need him to have an absolutely incredible play, do something heroic to change fate.
That is such a strange situation to witness.
Now Ecstatic do what they know. Bread and butter B takes. You can afford to just bombard your way in. Copenhagen is calling, and they want to make it there. Overwhelm the defenders of Guild. They fall down to just 2 players, Synopsy and GX, in an uncomfortable retake situation. The Danes look for the bomb plant. Synopsy dives in, comes off the plant to remove the head. GX with just a deagle. Time ticks away. 13th round confirmed. They make it to the Copenhagen Major as the Danish squad have done it.
Full credit to Ecstatic. So close against Apex, yet so far. Many teams that are broken mentally, not these guys. They got on the second time of asking.
Now, the Eagles were not the only guild on the server this evening. On the other side, there was a Thieves Guild who stole away the win. Ecstatic, the fairy tale. Some did not think it was possible. Many thought that perhaps...
And he is very excited as well, Parla. Patty, first RMR, you go through in a 3-2 position and you manage to qualify for the Copenhagen Major, as also so far the only Danish team that's made it there. What does it mean to you? Because I remember on the first interview we did, you said this is everything, this is all you've been working for.
It is everything for us. It's absolutely insane. When we came here, we knew we could do it, but we knew it was super hard. But we managed to do it, and I'm just so happy. This feeling is absolutely surreal. It's an insane feeling, and I'm so happy. I'm so proud of the entire team.
And so you should be, because the first map, you got absolutely walked over, and I think we'd be very worried about what we could achieve on the second map. What was that looking like when you go into Inferno? What did you say to the team? How did you keep your heads up?
the first thing I said, and the rest of the team I'm going to Inferno, is that we need to reset. Just 2 best of ones. They got the first map, they absolutely stumped us. They had full momentum, there was no stopping them. But we knew it was going to be a hard map, and we knew Inferno and Overpass was our map. Okay. So that's what we did. We just reset, and we knew that the 2 next maps are good for us. Yeah. So we still believed.
Focused on where you were strong. How much, though, when it got to Overpass, was it starting to sink into your minds about what happens on Apex? Because you even pushed them close. You could have been here yesterday.
Oh, no, Overpass, I wasn't thinking about anything. I was in the game, and it's all about in the moment. I didn't think about Apex game. I didn't think like, what if we choke now? And I just kept focused all the way through, and that's it.
That's it, and you got the job done. I've been asking a lot of the teams here, when it comes to this format and obviously not having a break in between the halves, right, when you have to try and reset or do anything else, is it harder for you guys? Do you like it? What do you think of it?
About like not having a break between the maps? Yeah. Don't think too much about it. We have like a small 10-minute break to go pee and go through like the anti-threading we did. But for us, I'm not sure. I think it's fine. I don't think too much about it.
Well, you prepared very well for it and you got the job done. Is there anything you want to say to everyone that's been supporting you and the Danish fans who I'm sure are going to be happy to get a full Danish lineup in? I
would like to say thank you to everyone who supports me and the team, my family, my mom, my dad, my brother. I want to give a special shout out to Søren, Christopher and Patrick. These are my 3 best friends who always support me. And I want to give them a big shout out.
Nice, that's what it's all about. Well, welcome to the Copenhagen Major. The dream has been achieved, and we'll keep things moving and see who the next team will be.